First of all, I will try to introduce myself in Hungarian, if I may. So, nagyon örülök, hogy itt lehetek, és bemutathatom a termékünket. A nevem Filip Sklenár, és én vagyok a Peacemaker szolgáltatós értékesítésért felelős. Remélem, hogy jól mondtam, és térjünk rá a bemutatóra. So, back to English, because I cannot handle the whole conversation or presentation in English. So, Whalebone, we have this product for ISPs. It's called Peacemaker, and it's direct connection is to DNS for EU because we are sharing the same threat intelligence and everything. But back to the Peacemaker. Whalebone protects, or we protect networks at the DNS level. As Michael has mentioned, we have found that there is a great potential to improving the quality of the network security, and the ISP segment is one of three that we address. We have found that we are facing some challenges together with you, with ISPs, and they are about how to improve numbers, how to keep customers happy, and how to differentiate yourself from other ISPs. Today, there is a very strong price competition, and it's very difficult to differentiate yourself from other ISPs than by price in your region. One of the possibilities is the quality of the internet, quality of the service in general, and this is exactly where we, with our product Peacemaker, can help you. We do it using on-premise and cloud resolvers. And why we do it on a DNS level, or what's the reason? It's simple because Michael has mentioned that over 90% of all malware uses DNS translation to work correctly or properly. And other numbers why we wanted to protect your network and your customers, according to British Internet Service ISP Association, the ISP's networks are largely cyber attacked, over 90%. And when we take the data from Cisco, which says that 68% of all companies and ISPs do not monitor the DNS translation, so we can say that DNS is a crucial place where we can improve the network protection. What you can see here on this slide, on the top left corner, you can see fake Netflix web page. On the bottom left, there is a blocking page, what we will present to your customers when we will block the access to this malicious web page. Blocking pages can be different according the content filtering, blocking by malicious domain, or when there is a threat, or mandated blocking by government. If there is anything mandated in your country, we can easily integrate it to our solution, all these regulatory restrictions, and it will be for you, or you will follow all these restrictions by one click. And we will be the guarantor for you that you are compliant with these regulatory restrictions. We block over 600 million threats every month just for Peacemaker customers. I'm not like counting other two products for business customers and telco operators. It's just for ISP segment. So one of the possibilities, or what you can do, how you can present the value you are bringing to your customers, that you are protecting their devices and their households, is through this blocking page, because it's white labeled. So you can add your logo, your warning message, maybe redirection to your web page. You can upsell them. You can put a warning what will happen, what's going to happen when they will proceed to this web page. But we enabled, or we added another feature to this blocking page, and it's a bypass. So your customers can still proceed anyway, still can click through to the page if they are allowed to do so. So it's up to you if you allow them to go to this web page anyway. What powers Peacemaker and what's behind the Whalebone? What you might be interested in? What's the difference between the usual approach that you can run some open DNS resolver and to connect a certain number of security feet to it is the way how we handle the data, where we get it from, and how much of it there is. Right now, we have over 15 million domains on our blacklist that we recommend blocking. Okay, our advanced algorithm assigns them score based on the number of visits, based on the number or where we get the information about the domain, when it was registered, and so on and so on. There are many, many conditions in our threat intelligence, how we or what we consider when we giving the score to this domain. Based on this score, you can then block them. So it's up to you. We score these domains from 0 to 100. So you can block carefully, block strictly. It's up to you. Then when you don't want to block it, you can audit it. So that's the maybe some process on the background where your customers, they don't see any blocking page. They are allowed to proceed to this web page, but you are auditing it. Once they will call to your support that there is something not really clear with their connection, and you are not providing them the full speed, or they are complaining about it that you are not providing them with the full speed they have contracted with you. You can see that there is maybe malware aimed for or connected to smart TVs, and once the connection between malware and the CNC server is established, it can consume maybe 20, 30, or even 40% from their bandwidth. So you can say them, okay, there is a malware, we can send you a technician for some additional costs, and we can uninstall this malware, or we can help you to investigate where it is. So it's a space for you to free up the bandwidth, and on the other hand, upsell your existing services for your customers. We aggregate dozens of licensed and open source feeds. We have our open inventory, and we have our neural network. So that's what's behind the Whalebone. And as Michael has mentioned, Whalebone, or we eliminates the number of blocking or false blocking that you don't want to experience as an ISP. You don't want to receive calls for false blocks. Okay, so that's why we are training, and we want to push this threat intelligence to another level. We use it, as I've mentioned, on-premise, or it's up to you. You can deploy it on-premise resolver, or you can use our cloud resolver. So it's up to you, but we strongly recommend to use on-premise resolver. With on-premise resolver, you will have more advantages like visibility on an IP, local IP level. Then you will see, or you will experience, better performance and lower latency. We protect users from malware, malicious coin miners, botnets, spam, phishing attacks, and many, many other spyware, ransomware. Yeah. What does it mean to you? Network latency improves, and the IPTV loading time is reduced from 15 to 4 seconds. We observed this in more cases. It can be higher or lower. It depends on your network. Over 80% of all queries answered in less than 1 millisecond. In European Union, for all of our customers, we see the performance over 95 up to 93% that all queries are answered in less than 1 millisecond. In a few weeks, the amount of abuse alerts reduced by 2/3. The outgoing DDoS attacks vanish. 1.6 of bandwidth is freed up. 1.6. It's not a, let's say, huge or high number. So, but it's on average. When you can have maybe 20, 30% of your customers, or they have infected devices with malware or botnets, whatever. And as I have mentioned, it can consume maybe 20, 30%, and the experience with your services is really bad. So with our solution, we're giving you visibility into your network. Your backbone active devices are protected from the incoming attacks as well. It's not just about protecting or protection of your customers. Our solution helps you to protect your backbone active devices as well. In every single trial, we see 2 or 3 devices from the backbone, from the ISP's backbone infected as well. So it's a big topic. Like you must have seen vendors like MikroTik, Ubiquiti, TP-Links. They are quite well known for this. They have some hole in the firmware and some hackers trying to exploit it and control them. On this slide, you can see some of our customers from all around the world. We have 270 plus customers on 4 continents protected by Peacemaker. Just few of them: Kititas Broadband from US, NAS from Sweden, Asian Vision from Philippines, Market from UK, DK Wireless from South Africa. On this slide, I would like to mention that our goal is to protect 1 billion people worldwide. DNS for EU was presented by Michael, and I want to point out that we are ISO certified for quality management, business continuity, and information security. Save time and resources. In these few bullet points is mentioned all what I have said. So it's not just about differentiation, it's also a major technological improvement for your network. It saves you time dealing with user-generated issues or consequences of malware infections. And DNS is often neglected, but new protocols, RFC standards like DNS over HTTPS, DNSSEC, DOH, DOT are emerging, and this all is included in the Whalebone solution in this Peacemaker. We have also API for reading, API for configuration. You can connect it with CM and honeypots and other. The last but not least is content filtering, the last bullet point on this slide, right corner on the bottom. And this is another feature we have in our solution, in our service. And you can create separate content filtering policy for separate IP or IP ranges. We have 17 categories, 4 major, 17 subcategories. So you can create custom content filtering policy for maybe school customers, public places, municipalities, shopping malls, and others. It's a great opportunity for you to monetize this solution. This is how it looks. It's our admin portal, just a screenshot. And I want to point out that we have a hybrid architecture. It means that when you are running on-premise resolver in your local network, the only connection this resolver has to the whole open world internet is to our backend. So we use this backend to do the visualization of the data. So we don't want to use resources on your local resolver. We do it on our cloud. It's because of performance, and we want to keep this performance on the local resolver as much as possible or as best as possible. Peacemaker free trial. We offer 14 days trial, so you can test it on your network. It's for free for 14 days. All it takes is just 1 hour to prepare the VM with basic hardware requirements, which is 2 CPU, 4 GB RAM, 40 GB storage, and then just to forward traffic through this resolver. From our admin portal, you will generate 1 command. You can copy it to your clipboard, pass it to the terminal. Everything will magically install, and just to forward the traffic through this resolver. After the trial, we offer evaluation call, and during this evaluation call, we will summarize what we have blocked during the trial and some recommendations for the setup from our technicians. And this is the space where your space to ask questions and to set up it maybe in better way, and let's boost the performance to maximum. What happens during the trial? We see that on average 36% of devices show a blocked security incident. It can be less, it can be higher, but on average it's 36. The range is from 25% to 60. So it depends. So I want to encourage you to try it on your network, and you will see the results, the real-time results in your network. How Peacemaker Pro, our special variant of our service, boost your ARPU, or how we can help you to boost your ARPU. We know that our customers, they are selling other services like IPTV, cell phones, other solutions for business customers. And another solution, another service for your customers can be security or cybersecurity product. Here you can see 5 bullet points. Why is it so easy to start? People are used to pay for cybersecurity on PC, so they are paying for antivirus software, but it's expensive when you want to deploy it for all devices in your household. They don't want to spend time updating and maintaining the software, or they don't understand the technology. So with our solution, you can deploy it for them, and they don't need to maintain it. It's up to you or up to us to do the updates on the background. Phishing schemes communication in mainstream media is rising, so it's ideal time to launch protection of users and their family. We recommend you to set up the price for this subscription, let's call it subscription fee for this service, from 5 to 10% of the core product price, ideally, but it's up to you. You have like free hands in this marketing or price strategy. And our marketing team created a quote: secure your whole family for a price of cup of coffee a month. So it's not expensive for them when you compare it for the value they get. Okay, so 1 cup of coffee can secure your whole family for a month. So it's a huge force of protection for such a low price. Blocking page in your brand visual shows that you have brought the value. As I have mentioned, you can brand, you can modify, you can adjust the blocking pages and show your customers that you are bringing them this value. Another option with our solution, how to boost your revenue, how to get additional revenue stream, is sell immunity, our second product, to B2B customers or business customers. We know that our customers, they have a lot of business customers, and they are serving them the connectivity and trying to upsell them with other services. One of the possibilities is to sell the immunity. What you get, higher revenue from B2B stream, thanks to service in high demand with no initial investment, will help you with marketing, with doing the campaign, and then we'll take care of the deployment and everything. You will get the commission. Customers get high-end security for all devices in their network, off-net protection, and more. What is it? Certainly provided service VAS with possibility to upsell to a more robust service with even higher revenue. If you are interested in selling this immunity, please feel free to reach out to me, and I will tell you more, of course, about the Peacemaker as well. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm ready to answer it.
Thank you, Filip. There are 2 questions in the chat.
Yes, I see. Okay, so maybe I will try to answer the last question. Are those list database available freely for the general public? No, it's not available. Like it's not for free. We're not publishing it because this is the main value of Whalebone, because our threat intelligence this threat intelligence is scoring the domains, and that's the main value what's behind the Whalebone. We cannot publish it to publicly.
Yeah.
I would like to do summary.
Filip is absolutely right. Yeah, like a lot of these or like some services, as I mentioned, are paid actually, and we are using some of our know-how, so we cannot publish it completely. But for example, if you are talking about just the exchanging of the regional and threat intelligence data as part of the DNS4EU project, these information are shared. Yeah, so it really depends. Like if you are asking about DNS4EU or let's say the final product.
I think the question was aimed to Peacemaker.
Yeah. So there you're absolutely right.
Yeah. Second question, I would like to brief summary. What is the main difference between using Whalebone Peacemaker and Cloudflare Umbrella Google Public DNS Quad 9 services? Michael, I think it's maybe topic for you. But main difference, what I can tell you right now between Cloudflare Umbrella Google DNS Quad 9 is local deployment on-premise resolver, and you will experience better performance, latency, and visibility on local IP, so you can better create, aim, set up security plus content filtering policy for separate customers.
Yeah,
Michael, would you like to add something except this?
Yeah, that was basically my answer. Yeah, like if you're ISP or a company, it would be really not wise to rely on the public cloud service. Yeah, because you don't have it in control. You don't know what is happening with your data, and if the service is down, you shut down the internet for the whole company or for all your users, and where you will complain, right? So if you are the company or ISP, you need, or like it's very general industry standard to have DNS server under your control. But that's not the only way. Yeah, you don't have any support with these services. And as I was trying to present in the threat intel approach, there are some, let's say, unique advantages here, like sharing the local threat intelligence data, DNS tunneling detection, DJ detection, and so on and so forth. Yeah, but of course, for example, with Google Umbrella, yes, they are our direct competitor in the enterprise segment. Yeah.
Cisco Umbrella.
Yes, Cisco Umbrella. Yeah.
Okay. And what I wanted to add is that Whalebone, we have the lower number of false blocks, and it's not just about that we are, as we say, that it was proved by independent test made by AV Test from Germany, and result of this test is publicly available for everybody. So if you are interested, we can share it with you.
Maybe I can just really briefly add, it's not just about the DNS service, but also about some added value services. As for example, as part of Immunity, which is the company or enterprise segment, we have also identity protection. We are offering home office security, so we are protected also out of the network. So you cannot like reach these features with the public resolvers. Yeah.
Are there any other questions? One new message. I would like to ask that how do you collect the domain names and how many domains are in your system? Thank you. How do you collect the domain names and how many domains are in your system? So we have maybe I don't know if I understood it correctly. So correct me if I'm wrong, but we do not collect all the domains in our system. We provide DNS recursive resolver. So it's a whole resolver. It's not just about the like add-on service. It's the whole resolver. And domains in our system, if the question is about how many domains we recommend blocking, it's over 15 millions.
Yeah, the question was probably about how we collect the malicious domain, because there are like almost billion domains around the world. So but as I mentioned, we have like 90 plus connected threat intelligence services. Yeah, and as Filip and also me mentioned, there are feeds. Yeah, sorry, feeds. Yeah, that. Thank you for the correction. And there are 150K, yeah, thousands of domains added to the malicious domains, of course, yeah, added to the database daily. Yeah, but not just from those feeds, but also from the internal detecting mechanism, as I explained in the DNS for EU presentation. Yeah, so this is how we collect them. We are scanning for the SSL certificate and so on and so forth. I just presented that. Yeah, so there's actually quite a number of domains. Yeah, 150,000 daily. I can answer also the other one, Filip, if I may.
Which one? Maybe
What is our false positive rate? Yeah, as I mentioned, we have 10 million users using daily the DNS protective service from Whalebone, and we have reported in average 2 to 3 false positive daily. Yeah, so that's quite a good number. Of course, like some of false positives are unpleasant for the users. There are some exceptions, but I think it's still a very, very, very solid number. And if I'm not mistaken,
so
also from the in-depth. Yeah, sorry, Filip, go on.
2 to 3 per day. So when you count it per month, it's 60, maybe 90. And when you divide it with 600 millions blocks just for ISP segment, you can see that this percentage is almost equal to 0.
This is probably support service. Yeah, like if there is really some major domain, there is of course like we are waking up. Yeah, and we put some and we put appropriate attention to it. Yeah, so if we have reported that, for example, our backend is down and the local DNS resolvers are not able to communicate with the backend, even in the midnight, our CTO or like tech consultant lead is waking up and goes to fix the trouble. As far as I know, I'm not with the company for a whole 8 years, but when I am here, it never happened actually. It can happen that your local on-prem DNS resolver is down or like something happens with it. So the usually you just restart it and it recovers automatically. Regarding the support service, we are able to support you during the business hours, but also if any real major problem happens outside of it, we are able to support it to a certain extent. Yeah, but it usually does not happen that there is like a real major problem which needs like our support. And
we
Filip?
don't have outages on local resolvers. It might happen on our backend, or we do some maintenance. And our SLA for local resolver is 99.99%. So we do not expect any outages. How can you report a false positive? You can report it easily via admin portal. If you see anything that is a false positive, just by one click, and you will open the support ticket on our threat intelligence team. But if you are 100% sure that it's a false block, you can easily whitelist it for your customers immediately just by one click. Thank you too.
Thank you, Filip and Michal.
Yeah.
Let me mention that, Filip, your Hungarian pronunciation was very good.
Really? Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, so thank you for your attention.
Okay. So have a lovely, nice rest of the webinar, guys.